track meet. And with me is MyLan Moffat, a sophomore from Largo High School. MyLan, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Now, you just came back a couple weeks ago, I guess, from the state championships in Winter Park.
Yes.
And you won the mile.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Now, this is something that's not new to you. You won it as a freshman as well.
Yeah.
And did you set a personal record when you were racing this time?
Yes.
And what was your time?
5:00.6.
So a 5-minute mile, in other words. And what was your record? Last year you won with a
5:03.
5:03. Now, you had not beaten your personal best this year, had you, until regionals?
Yes.
And then you ran a 5:02? Yeah. So you must have been peaking at the right time. Now, as a freshman, you go to the state championships, you win the mile. Now you go back as a sophomore and you win it again. We're kind of maybe projecting already. Are you kind of thinking about the possibility of that 4-time state championship?
Well, I'll aim for it.
Yeah.
For sure.
There aren't very many people that have done that in very few of the sports. That's something that's, if you do that, your name will be up there on the, with the very few people that have done that.
I'll look at it as a challenge.
Yeah, well, I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
I know there's a runner, Betty Jo Springs. I guess she graduated about 10 years ago from high school in Bradenton. She was a 4-time cross-country championship winner, but and she's gone on to be a world-class runner. So, from what I've heard from people and talking to your coaches and your parent, your dad, and everything, he says they think you definitely have the capabilities, and so I certainly wish you the best.
Thank you.
Well, that's still 2 more years ahead down the road. You just got done with this championship, and I'm sure you're still enjoying it and savoring the moments.
Yes.
Are you kind of taking it easy now with your training?
Yeah, I took a week off after states, and I just started back running yesterday. So.
Now, what does your training consist of? How do you train?
Well, for track, it varies. Like the workouts, some of them are speed workouts, and some of them are just like easy days. But right now I'm training for cross-country season. I'm like getting my base by doing mileage, like running out for an hour or so. So getting ready for cross-country season.
Are you one of these runners that puts in a lot of miles, or do you kind of don't think you have to put in as much, at least personally?
Well, I guess I'm gonna get like the mileage, to first get my base, and then I'll probably be doing like some speed workouts, over the summer, get some speed, but basically since it's cross-country season, I'll probably be doing some mileage, but not a lot, where I'll burn out or anything.
Right. Now you're talking about getting ready for cross-country. Cross-country, that starts in when? September, I guess. When the school year starts again.
Yeah.
So you're already now here in May, already starting to get yourself ready. But I guess you have to do that if you're going to...
you have to keep, year-round program.
Yeah, there really aren't too many weeks off where you don't just do much of anything, is there?
Right. You got to keep working.
Obviously, you love running. I mean, the running is very popular with a lot of people, and to stay with it. Have you must have been pretty lucky as far as injuries. Have you had very many?
I've never been injured. So.
Never been injured?
No.
A little knock on wood here. But, and you run a lot. It's amazing when you look at the people in the running community. I'm talking about the adults that are not in high school or college. They always seem to get injured so frequently, and yet maybe it's because the high school kids are younger. I mean, you guys race every week in track, and you don't seem to get injured.
Yeah, you sort of be careful, watch where you're running for on your trails, so you're not always hitting the pavement or something like that.
Yeah.
So you gotta sort of watch it.
Having a good coach doesn't hurt.
Oh yes.
You have a couple good coaches there at Largo.
Yeah, they help a lot.
It just seems like, what is this thing with this mystique of Largo? It just seems like someone goes there, you just expect good runners are going to come out of Largo.
Yeah, we have really good coaches. Coach Haley and Coach Kruth are really good. They can work with the runners and, get the best out of them. So mainly, if you have a good coach, if you want to be a good runner, you will be. Because coaching is, important because that's how you get ready for your races. So.
Right. Now, I know during cross-country, for girls cross-country, that's 2 miles, and you ran the 1 mile during the track season. Now, did you run the 2 mile during the course of the year as well?
No, I ran 2 mile last year, but this year I ran 1.5 miles.
So you just pretty much stayed with the lower distances. Yeah. You like the, I guess we were talking earlier, you like, I guess, the shorter speed distances, I guess, if you want to consider a mile short. For some people, that's a major chore to run around that track 4 times. But you're more speed-oriented, I guess, than the distance.
Yeah. Well, I guess, I know, I've always, when I was in middle school, I always been running, the shorter races, half mile, quarter. So, speed races, I guess, for me.
Let me just take you back a couple weeks, actually, the week before the state championship at regionals. The regionals was held at Clearwater High School. And in the mile, if I believe it, you won quite handily.
Yeah, I was feeling really relaxed that day. You know, I just went out there, and Coach Haley told me that I had to like keep the pace honest because Teresa Smith, who I ran against before, she was going to be in it, and I wasn't sure she like could out-kick me or not. So I had to keep the pace honest, and I just went out there, you know, I said, well, I'll just run my best, and I did 5:02, so I said, well, I hope I do this for states, you know.
Well, you did better than 5:02, actually.
Yeah, but at states I was so nervous, and I think I would have done much better if I was, you know, more relaxed.
Really?
Yeah.
I read somewhere you were saying that you were concerned about maybe going a little bit too fast. That seems to happen in the mile
Yeah,
at
sort of
state.
get over-anticipated.
So did you kind of lay back for the first quarter or first half mile? And then you must have started
Yeah,
making
just
your
kept
move.
maintaining my pace.
Well, that's got it. You know, even when you're running, when you're passing people, doesn't it kind of pump you up a little bit too? Whereas if you have the lead and someone's catching up, that seems to be, it's easier to run when you're passing sometimes.
Yeah, you have something to aim towards.
I wouldn't know about passing. I've just been passed so many times. The stories people tell me. But, well, cross country is coming up, I guess, in about 4 months, whatever, but you're already in training for it right now.
Yeah.
And I wish you the best of luck with your cross country season, and you'll be a junior. And you were telling me, as we're almost out of time, you were telling me that Jenny Souls from Keswick Christian is going to join the team, and she's just a freshman. So Largo's going to have another good, young, strong team, it looks like.
We're hoping to do well.
Yeah, look out for the rest of the teams in the county. MyLan, thanks for being here with us. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we're going to talk to another Largo High School student, Pat McDonough.